John Hirschbeck wearing a mic tonight had this greeting for Salvador Perez in the first.
Hi, Salvador. Good. How you doing? How's your wrist? Good. Your was your finger. Oh, I thought it hit. They said it hit you up on the wrist.
Hey, John Hirschbeck's one of the good guys in the game, man. He goes way back, umpired a lot of years, but always was a guy that talked to you all the time. Missed a pitch, he'd tell you about it. You like that communication.
Calabello takes one inside. Chris hitting .375 this postseason. 7 years of independent league baseball. The Twins, now the Blue Jays. Zobis to his right. What a good play. 1 out. First pitch swinging is Tulowitzki back here. And a nice play made over our heads. Strike one.
A nice play. Caught the baseball.
Yes, they did. Great play.
Son, giving that man a contract.
That's what they used to say in Baltimore, right?
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tulowitzki. Outside, a ball and a strike.
See how long he hesitated on Tulowitzki. I just think, you know, it looks great. I love the flare. I feel like he's in the backyard, but there is a design purpose to all the different windups he gives hitters.
Now he speeds it up. So does Tulowitzki on with 1 out. Lack of rotation. We'll see that tomorrow with R.A. Dickey. The knuckleballer getting the ball for Toronto. Tying on at first, strike one to Russell Martin.
I always think it's interesting when guys face the pitcher before. I know Cueto's now in the American League. Tulowitzki's faced him before. Russell Martin has faced him before. Revere. I want to see what those guys do. Because to me, those are the guys who got to carry it a little bit.
Oh, the hand of Martin. And that was so crisp. Sounded like it hit his back.
That might have hit the knob, and that's what Cueto's saying. Didn't even phase Russell Martin.
So now Pilar has already made a tremendous catch in center to rob Lorenzo Cain in the first inning. 2 on, 1 out.
This is a tough challenge right here, Joe. Pilar has been the best hitter throughout the postseason consistently for me, watching the Jays for about 7 games now.
He's hitting .321 this postseason. Left side, Escobar to his right, over to first, safe. The inning continues. Third, 2 out. Goins. Strike one. Ryan, the second baseman. There's a miscommunication between Goins and Bautista in right in that fateful 7th inning 2 afternoons ago in Kansas City that started all the trouble. Overmatched there, and the count 0-2 in 294 from Johnny Cueto.
Yeah, that was a big play in that game. But I clearly, going back on that play, looking at it, you go to get it. Once he raised his hand emphatically, I thought it was his ball.
Runner goes uncontested. Down to second is Pilar.
And that was a high leg kick from Cueto. You got no shot at throwing down on this play. So that's why Perez didn't even make an attempt. Huge jump on that. Because with the high leg kick, you go that high, you got no shot. It was a great jump by Pilar, off and running. I like the first and third. This is the one thing I've seen in baseball. They don't defend the first and third very well anymore. There's only a couple teams that do that.
You saw Perez go out to the mound. In these situations, they like to plan 2 pitches, not just 1.
Just up, 2-2.
And that's another way you defend sign stealing. The second pitch, you can give a dummy sign or no sign at all because you've already scripted where you're going.
The tough part is, don't be afraid to let your infielders know.
No sign.
Goins fouls it. So just to further that point, it's always been kind of rumored that here in the Rogers Center, the home team gets a peek at the signs being given by the visiting catcher.
Well, that's the reputation. It's kind of like a spitball pitcher. If you did it once, it goes a long way. Just the thought of it.
You may not be giving fingers that we're traditionally looking at, like you'll see different pumps, a 1, a 2, a 3, or 4, but they're using touches. And so a lot of times, you saw Salvador Perez, he touched his shin guard, he touched his chest protector. Each one of those means something, whether they're adding or subtracting. It's on the other team to decode it.
A hit to give the Jays the lead. And now they're going to talk, which gives us a chance to say that the crowd doesn't like it. And that whole sign stealing thing has been talked about by the Royals to the point where Ned Yost told his team, whether it's the pitchers, the hitters, don't worry about it. Let the coaches worry about it. Let Salvador Perez worry about it. We'll handle it. Just take it off your mind.
Yeah, the White Sox have even gone as far as to say a couple of years ago, someone in center field was relaying signs. The danger when you're changing signs so often, though, is that they won't get on the same page.
2-2 pitch. That is foul down the left field line. Official caps, hoodies, jackets, and more. Celebrate with your favorite team at the MLB.com shop.
You know, the sign thing goes back to many years. You thought somebody was flashing a light. That meant here comes a breaking ball. You know, and oh, they got a TV out there. They're watching all your signs. It's gone on forever.
The 2-2. Full count with Ben Revere on deck. That's a base hit. Here comes Tulowitzki. Here comes Pilar. Throw home. Safe. Jays up 2-1.
Great at bat by Goins. They played around with him a little bit too long. Here's a cutter that stays out. He does a nice job of staying with that pitch and not pulling it. The cutter's designed to get more in on your hands than it did on the outside. A little backdoor cutter. The other part of this play, Joe, I love, is he went to second base. He didn't stop at first. He continued on the throw. Now you have another guy in scoring position.
Somebody fit this man for a cape.
What a slide by Pilar. Revere takes a strike. So Goins gets a little bit of it back after that play in game 2 as he excites and ignites this crowd. Revere looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 10.
Here's the other thing with Revere and also Goins, because they run so well. Look where Escobar's playing him. He plays him double play depth. Now, for me, I want you back. Knock down a ground ball. I'm not worried about if you can throw him out on a ball in the corner. I don't want the run scoring. With 2 outs, you dive and knock the ball down.
Joe, we talk a lot of times with runners on base, the pitcher's attention will be divided. In this case, it seems like they're going through so much to get on the same page, giving signs that they are not in rhythm. Perez and Cueto.
And Tom, I'll take it another step further, too. We were talking about them having their own signs between the two of them. That ball that Goins hits by Escobar, he doesn't know what's coming, so he can't make the adjustment and anticipate the ball being hit his direction.
Ball 4. July 26th. It was not good for Cueto when he first came to the Royals. It all came together in Game 5 of the division series. Here's Donaldson. Base hit. Here comes Goins. It's 3-1. Now Bautista. Fly ball into right. Rios is there. But the Blue Jays in this second inning scoring runs Kansas City style. Forget the long ball. They're getting them on. They're getting them over. They're getting them in. Good slide by Pilar, who's already made a great defensive play. There's life in Toronto, down 2-0. They lead it 3-1.